Hi, and welcome to Fostering Campus-Wide Collaborations on Equity and Inclusivity, the Certificate in Inclusive Teaching. My name is Olga, and I am the TA Development Program Manager at the Office of Teaching and Learning at UC Santa Barbara. Today, I will discuss how certificates in inclusive teaching, like the CIT at UC Santa Barbara, serve as platforms to unite campus partners and build resources for equitable teaching and inclusivity. I will also mention some of the specific components of the certificate, such as workshops and initiatives created in large part by the TA pedagogical advisors on my team, Sarah Tyberg, Destiny Horberg, and Eugene Riordan. These are graduate students who work as pedagogical advisors for the Office of Teaching and Learning at UC Santa Barbara and who continue to do outstanding work in service of graduate students and TAs. The learning outcomes for this talk include: by using the Certificate in Inclusive Teaching developed at UC Santa Barbara as a case study, I'm going to explore how certificates in inclusive teaching can foster equity and inclusivity in teaching and bring together campus partners. I'm also going to discuss the steps for launching a certificate program that empowers graduate students and teaching assistants to integrate equitable and inclusive practices into their teaching. And I'm going to conclude by touching on future directions and limitations. The idea for the Certificate in Inclusive Teaching stemmed from a book club I facilitated for a cohort of graduate students and postdocs during 2023 and 2024, known as the DEI Discussions Reading Group. I facilitated discussions with a cohort of graduate students and postdocs, while a colleague in the Office of Teaching and Learning facilitated similar discussions stemming from the same books with a cohort of staff and faculty. As part of this experience, we read Inclusive Teaching: Strategies for Promoting Equity in the College Classroom and From Equity Talk to Equity Walk. These discussions revealed significant insights about students' identities, their challenges both inside and outside of the classroom, how to be inclusive teachers, and how to navigate the limited agency that teaching assistants often experience. Mainly, what emerged from these conversations was that graduate students and TAs were eager to learn more about how to integrate equitable and inclusive practices into their teaching. There was a great deal of interest in furthering these conversations, so I worked with the TA Pedagogical Advisors team in collaboration with the DEI office at UC Santa Barbara to consider formalizing this interest into a certificate. Although we understood the hesitation regarding the structured nature of certificates, as they can reduce inclusivity to mere check marks, which was not our desired approach, we also recognized the importance of professionalizing graduate students. It was essential for us to create opportunities for students to demonstrate their ability to engage in meaningful conversations and effectively navigate inclusive teaching environments. In addition, a structured program like a certificate would lend institutional credibility, making it easier to engage partners within this framework. So, some considerations that went into building the certificate included enhancing graduate student professional development with an eye to how overwhelmed TAs can get with course milestones, teaching, and preparing for the job market. We also wanted to serve graduate students at different stages in their teaching career. And last but not least, we wanted to bring together different campus units to spread information about campus-wide resources and knowledge. The Certificate in Inclusive Teaching was launched in winter 2024, and it is designed as a flexible resource for graduate students and postdocs to foster inclusive classroom environments, mentor a diverse student body effectively, and enhance their professional development. Participants can complete the certificate at any stage of their graduate career at UC Santa Barbara by attending initiatives and workshops across 4 key areas: course design, instruction, mentorship and student support, and professional development. After attending these workshops, participants submit a reflective assignment, which not only encourages introspective thought, but also serves as a valuable addition to their professional portfolios. Since the CIT is very flexible and it includes initiatives on different topics related to DEIA and teaching in various formats, like discussion sessions, workshops, pop-in events, etc., we began reaching out to campus partners for collaborations. The units we contacted valued the structured approach provided by the certificate because it not only offers participants a tangible addition to their teaching portfolio, but it also promotes increased attendance to the events. And this increased turnout serves as a strong incentive for partners to collaborate with us. Between winter and spring, we offered a range of collaborative workshops. For example, supporting neurodivergent students in the classroom. This is a workshop designed and facilitated by the Neurodiversity Task Force at UC Santa Barbara. As part of the workshop, TAs learn how to support neurodivergent students inside and outside of their classroom and gain an understanding of neurodivergent students' unique learning needs and how to adapt teaching strategies to remove barrier to learning. Another cross-unit collaboration is the Grad Student Safety Net series. This is a series created by mental health peers and career services at UC Santa Barbara for a set of 5 drop-in sessions that focus on developing self-investment skills. This series shifts the equity in teaching conversation towards educator well-being, offering strategies to prevent burnout and be inclusive, equitable TAs. I partnered with the organizers of this series to facilitate a session on creating and setting boundaries that counts towards the certificate. More examples include how to help students build better reading and writing skills across the disciplines with the English for Multilingual Students program, culturally responsive teaching, finding your way, and cultivating community, co-facilitated by faculty at the MCDB department at UC Santa Barbara and Bemidji State University. And academic and non-academic job market pop-in. This was co-facilitated with the Graduate Student Research Center. When reaching out to collaborators, the structured nature of the certificate program was an advantage because it increased workshop attendance, making partnerships more appealing. We also aim to integrate with existing offerings from these units to avoid redundancy and to amplify existing programs, and in this way also fostering a cohesive educational environment without creating an increase in workload for the partners. Looking forward, we plan to continuously refine the CIT based on participant feedback and to adapt the offerings to meet the dynamic demands of higher ed. Our goals include expanding collaborations and engaging more campus partners, especially units that do not normally collaborate with one another, and also exploring additional funding sources. Thank you for your attention. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions.